Mic check, mic check. What time is it? 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. And you're watching Chelsea and Tony live, right?
Oh, yeah, that's what this is.
Yes. Today we're going to be reviewing your product photos. And all of that is made possible by Squarespace. If you sing it, it makes people like it. Squarespace. Whether you need a domain, website, or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. They have beautiful award-winning designer templates. I bet you've never heard about it before. You don't have to be a designer. You don't have to know about color theory. Squarespace makes it beautiful for you. And you can see that for yourself if you go to squarespace.com/Tony, get your free trial, no credit card needed, no funny business at all, and you can just try it out. And if you like it, you can use the coupon code portfolio and get 10% off. That's saving money. Okay? A penny saved is a penny earned.
Okay, look, if you signed up for a Squarespace website, you can head to sdp.io/link and we'll take a look at it, even if it's in that 14-day free trial. Thanks for sponsoring a Squarespace. We'll look at a Squarespace portfolio in just a few minutes. Hey, I'd like to welcome our guest host today, Samantha Shannon. How you doing,
Hi,
Sam? We can't hear you, Sam.
Sorry, sorry.
There she is.
She's here.
Hello.
Hello.
I feel like you have to address, because your shirt says proud to, and everybody in the comments is going to be wondering.
What am I proud of?
Yeah.
It's a cancer supporter shirt.
Proud to fight.
Sam is screening our comments for us today. She's an amazing photographer. You should check out Samantha Annette Photography. And if you want to ask us something via Sam, you can just write a comment down below, or you can just ask Sam stuff. And
what?
What else? You can write stuff on Twitter with hashtag TC Live, and Justin can toss it up on the screen. But now Justin has the amazing capability to toss YouTube comments up on the screen too.
That is wonderful and frightening, Justin. Think of all the possibilities.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
Too intense, some might say. Yeah, we have books. So today we're reviewing your product photos. You can submit those if you haven't already. I mean, maybe you waited too long already, honestly.
Go to sdp.io/submit.
And then next week we will be reviewing your weather photos. So that means there's like snow or rain or a
Partly
Sharknado.
cloudy?
Sure.
No, don't encourage people to do that. It has to be some compelling weather. Well, weather has to be a key part of the story.
Fog.
Okay, I would accept fog. I don't want it to just be a sunny day, though.
Okay,
And
well,
I don't need it to be your cat on a partly cloudy day.
I was searching weather photos on our computer to try to find an example, and I found this picture of you labeled snow on Thanksgiving Day. And you look cool as heck, first of all. And then I realized I have that jacket. Soulmates. Soulmates.
Yeah, that's pretty uncanny. I legitimately thought Fonzie was really cool at the time.
I still do, apparently, but I also wear hats like that. So, like, I dress like you dressed. How old were you here? Like,
I don't know.
some age.
8 or 9, I don't know. Could I have been as young as 5? Because I think that's...
No, you're too big.
Yeah, this seems too big. But I would also like to point out that my mom made just about all my clothes, inclling
Not the Fonzie
like the
jacket.
gloves and the hat. Not the jacket, but pretty sure the pants, gloves, and hat would have been homemade. So look
She
at those
did
gloves.
I think she did a pretty bang up job. You can go to sdp.io/vote and vote on the pictures that we pick during the show. So if we see a picture we like, we're like, whoa, 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 blowing us away. We pick it. Then you get to vote on it
After the show.
And then the winner wins a win.
Who won this week?
The winner is Jamie Sarkett, and he won an owl.
Could be a she.
She won an owl. No, this is a beautiful picture, Jamie, and your prize is a gift certificate to our store, so you can buy whatever there. Within reason. You can't buy Tony. You can't buy Justin. People have been asking. News.
Okay, while you send your pictures in, we'll cover a little bit of photo news. There wasn't too much going on this week.
Well, what?
Oh, that seemed
the first biggest part of news is that we finished our art and science training videos. We
Certainly big
finally,
news for us.
it's big news. It's huge news. And also we have it on sale. So now you can just get the digital version, or you can get the version with a 64 gig SD card, or you can get the version with all of that and 2 8x10 prints signed by me and Tony. We can write our names really well, and I think you're going to be pretty impressed by that. We've got videos like composition of the masters, iconic photos versus their failed versions, storage for photographers, perspective, and a whole bunch more. I think you're really going to like it. It's a longer format. We got to dig in a little bit more and be more creative. So check it out. It could make a great gift if you're cool like that. sdp.io/artscience. Some other news, Tony, something about terabytes.
Hard drives are getting bigger.
They're getting so
That's about it.
Too
You can't
big?
actually buy it yet, but
Too big? Are they threatening the health of your children? Next at 11. No, they're probably not.
This week, the Trump administration got rid of net neutrality. I was pretty shocked about this. We've been fighting against it for a long time, and I think the implications could be pretty big, including for people like us on YouTube. Have you ever had a problem where, like I switched from Android to iPhone, and I discovered that lots of Google apps suddenly didn't work as well
Yeah.
because of the kind of closed infrastructure that Apple creates. So if you've ever wanted to use Google to talk to Google, like OK Google instead of Siri, and you realize you can't do that in all the different ways on an iPhone, that's frustrating. Or if you've ever gone to search your start menu on Windows and had it take you to Bing instead of Google, you kind of understand the frustration that might come out of net neutrality, because your ISP can start to steer you in different directions or make choices for you.
Or how about the frustration that you might have to buy access to someplace like YouTube, which I like because it's just free information for everyone. No matter how much money you have or where you come from, you can be in the smallest town or the biggest city and everyone has equal access. And I really hope that they don't limit people from education.
I think it's almost certain that we'll see big ISPs like Verizon create their own YouTube alternative. And they will give super high performance on this YouTube alternative, and then actual YouTube will be throttled back. And so you'll have to now start to go to different places, or things that you know that work well now won't work as well in the future, depending on how you're connected. And it could work itself out in a free enterprise if we really got to choose from 10 ISPs,
No.
but we don't. We have one ISP. Most places have like one ISP they can choose from. Some people do have actual competition, but most places you get the ISP for your neighborhood, and that's it.
It's not right.
Yeah, I think it's a real mistake. Oh, but good news. The same administration has brought back drone registration.
What the butt?
Yeah, so now if you buy a drone, you get to pay a little bit to the FAA. 2017 has been a real piece of crap in just so many different ways. It
Yeah.
just feels funny,
Oh.
like they're just cramming this last bit of crap into 2017.
Yeah. You know what just happened to my friend Dan? He ordered a burger with fries, and when he got it home, he opened it up, no fries.
Oh,
Thanks, 2017, you piece of shit.
wow.
Dutch police have shut down their drone catching eagle program.
Of course.
No, that sounds awesome. Why would they do that?
Of course.
Finally, someone had a good idea. They're going to shut it
Dumb
down.
idea that was. Let's use birds to take out drones. That seems fine.
Awesome. I'm great with it. Everyone's heard of this, but this rock star, don't even care to mention his name or his dumb band, just went on an ego trip and decided to kick one of the concert photographers right in the camera. It hit her in the face. It hurt her neck. Then he comes out and he's like, "Oh, I am so sorry now that this is on camera. I was just like kicking stuff, and I'm really sorry that happened." He acted apologetic and like it was an accident, except then the photographer produced proof that someone warned her that if you're shooting this band, you might get kicked.
Oh, that's something they do.
They all have
their signature
He also
moves, like
called
breaking apart a
everyone in the
guitar.
audience the R word, which I won't say because it's super disrespectful, and then cut himself and was just acting like an idiot. So maybe just because you're famous and have some power, don't be an idiot. Maybe that's the takeaway. don't kick someone in the face.
I think that's the whole message of 2017.
Yeah. Some guy in the comments was like, so what? He just kicked someone. He said he was sorry. Like, can't a guy just say he's sorry these days?
Let's look at some
No.
pictures.
Sam, before we look at pictures, do you have any questions or comments or concerns?
We do have a few here. Let's see. So we have a comment from, I'm going to mess this name up. I'm sorry in advance. I think it's Daksh Patel. Just said, thank you. You guys are great. Learned a lot from you. And this year has been amazing for me in photography.
Awesome. That's positive.
Yeah, he's going against the 2017 theme, but I'm happy for you.
Kyle Wolf.
Kyle.
I tried to buy Justin. Apparently 60 wasn't enough.
Yeah, no, he's very... Justin value is rising in 2017.
Yeah, he's
So.
like Bitcoin.
He's like Bitcoin.
I think we had a little, so Jamie Sartic said, that's not my photo. I won the texture one.
Oh, did we just
Oh.
forget to update his name?
Oh.
Okay,
So-
sorry about that. Actual winner.
I'm going to look that up because the person deserves their recognition. So
Yeah,
why
I
don't
think
you
it's
tell
probably
us
fine.
another comment while I find out what's going on?
Marcin or Marcin, I'm not going to even try with the last name. I'm sorry. Wants to know if you think micro four thirds sensors are good for product photography.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you get one of the ones that has the sensor shift, like the EM5 Mark II or the EM1 Mark II. It's unbelievable. At the time, the EM5 Mark II blew away the D810 because of that sensor shift. So, yeah, check those out.
Okay, the winner is Kent Turner. I'm very sorry, Ken.
I'm sorry,
I
Ken.
forgot to update the slide, but we knew it was going to be you, so you will get your prize. And Kent Turner took the owl photo. So thank you, Kent, for your submission.
Jamie, trying to steal Ken's credit.
Jamie is like
He's
that.
tricky.
Jamie is known for that.
Okay. First up, we have a picture of like a beaded necklace or bracelet, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And
Tried to help
it
the
has some
girlfriend
nice
sell
touches.
jewelry.
It has this little bit of reflection underneath
I
it,
like the reflection.
which I think is nice. What do you think about the like dark background?
I think I'd choose a light background because it just is more airy and clean. I think the black is very serious, but I don't think it looks bad. Let's see.
No, I think it looks really good. I would like to see the negative space around the edges balanced a little bit. So here we have this tiny little space, and here we have this really big space. It's an easy thing to fix.
One other thing is when I look at the photo, this ends up being what my eye goes to, this heart, which is not, this is more the focus. Does your eye go there? I think it's this leading line of these two circles are kind of framing it. So you might want to just recompose things a little bit to make the in focus part of the photo the thing that your eye visually goes towards.
By the way, if you want that little bit of reflection, you can just get a piece of glass
Yeah.
and put it on white fabric or black fabric or a white piece of paper or black piece of paper, and that'll just give you that little hint of reflection.
But it looks good. Good work.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
A white and yellow diamond brooch. $18,000. I'll take two. This is beautiful. Really sparkly, clean. Yeah, it's a nice photo.
Yeah, very nice. I'm sorry I don't have any critique for you. I often ponder things like, does it need a shadow or does the reflection look fake? But I think it passes. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Ah, okay. They're going meta here with actual camera
Oh my
gear.
gosh. I think this would be a good photo for like an eBay listing or something like that. You know, you're showing the product and you're showing the hood that comes with it and you're showing the box that it comes in. It looks like a used gear listing to me. And that's fine. I think that this is like represents the gear and it's simple and clean. If I were going to go like an ad, like you're shooting for a camera company to advertise their new lens, then I might take it into a different environment because then you're telling a story, right? Who owns this gear? Where did they take it? What can you do with it? So this is good. I think good for a product listing, but just making a point overall to teach everyone that you can tell a story with your product photo too. It doesn't have to just be basic.
Oh, I can give one tip, and
Okay.
that's that I wish the light source were a little bigger so that we could soften the shadows just a little bit. But I think it's basically perfect.
What is
What is
this
this,
product?
glasswork maybe, or
It looks
is
like
it a
ice
beverage?
in a drink,
Oh,
in a
okay.
cup, in a room.
Well, I think it's a beautiful photo.
Yeah.
I like it as fine art. As product photography, I have no idea what it is. But gorgeous picture. I love the colors and the symmetry of it. Definitely beautiful.
Jack Daniels.
That's really creative. I really like this too. I almost wish the out of focus background was a texture that provided a little bit of context. Like if it was, I don't know, hand cut wide board wood or something like that.
Yeah, and I like this detail of the top of the bottle, but I kind of regret that I can't read the label. So I think it might be cool to lay one bottle down to see the top and put one up in a similar focal plane so that you can see both parts of the bottle. I think that would, be more compelling product shot, but I like this too.
And you know what? It should be on a barrel.
Yeah, just go get a barrel. Capture one.
Okay, I have feelings about this.
Okay.
I want shadows.
You don't like floating gear.
No, this is something I struggled with when I started with doing some product photography, and it was my instinct to just make it perfect on a clean white background, but it now weirds me out. And most product photography you'll see will have just a little hint of a shadow. It's not even enough that it registers, but it's there. Whoa.
I'm just putting it down to see if they just raise the highlights. I think they just completely cut it out.
Yeah,
But
I just wanted to raise the shadows.
Here's what I
raise the
like.
overall exposure a little bit.
Here's what I like about it. They arranged the products with some symmetry, and they thought about the composition of the shot a bit. I think that's great.
Yeah, I do think it's great. It's really easy to lose the round shape here, but look at the way these highlights really show off the form.
The
Nicely
cylinder.
done. You can see the texture of the leather
Sure.
top. Very nicely done. Okay, we gotta brighten this up some, right?
This is an unusual shot. It's like a combination between nature and product photography. So that's cool. Oh, is the product the little doggy jacket?
That is adorable.
That is really cute. And again, this is a good, I imagine this in a store, like if you have your listing on Amazon or Etsy or something. I'd also like to see one like, how does the dog that wears this little outfit live? Does he curl up under his owner's feet? Is he in front of a fireplace? Is he on his own little couch? Like, usually when people are buying a product, they're also buying a part of a lifestyle that they imagine themselves having. That's why, if you look through a catalog, you'll see people like outside hiking if they're wearing certain gear. So that's a part of it, the storytelling.
I gave Sasha a pick. Okay, product shot of a Canon printer. We almost have that floating effect going on. There's a little bit of shadow in there, but I think I might want some context for it. And also, is this a massive printer or is that a little teeny tiny print?
I think it's a small print.
Okay, something to think about. You might want like a full size print,
But I think
just a better shot.
I like
It's
that
actually
they
doing.
took something that they had and they made a nice picture of it.
Yeah.
The colors are just getting me a little. Really?
Well, I think it's a very cool shot. I like the amount of background blur. It seems like it came out a little unsharp. I don't know if it might have missed focus a little bit. You're clearly at high macro range, so you need maybe even a higher f-stop number just to even get that front element totally in focus because it wasn't totally lined up with the focal plane. It's really tough. And I think I wish it didn't quite clip that. Shoot a little wide and you can crop down. I see. So, wait.
I want to be there.
I know, right?
I want to be there. But you know what? I don't want to be the person at the table babysitting the shots, you know? I want to be the person in the beach chair alone for miles with one icy cold beer, enjoying my beach holiday. So I would say lose the bucket in the background, lose the cap on the table, lose the whole table completely. Like, it would look really good in sand next to a beach chair or something. Create the mood.
Yeah, make a little story around it. Here we have these little distractions back here, like
That
a screaming
baby.
kid, which isn't really.
Gotta
what
get
you
my
want to
drink on
imagine.
with a baby.
Oh, for the water, huh? I think if it's for the water would have to be front and center.
Yeah, so the water, I would put the water like here in the foreground.
Maybe here you break out the bucket and you have like 3 bottles of water in an ice bucket.
Mm.
You know, make it a little more substantial.
But I think this is a great ad for the pants. I like those pants. I want those pants. I want to do yoga on the beach. I would have the beer instead of the water.
Beer yoga instead of hot yoga.
Sure, they got
That seems like a
everything,
great idea.
every kind of yoga now. I just invented it, beer beach yoga. If you want to join me, go to sdp.io/beer beach yoga, and we'll make that happen. Sam, do you have any questions or comments?
Not a whole lot. Just there are a few here. 123 Miseria. How do you go about steel proofing your gear? All the apps I see is just for after it's already stolen, but what about preventing it? Do you go with a tracker in your bag or maybe something similar?
You just have to, I think you kind of, sometimes I think it's just not preventable. And I think you also kind of get a feel for how to carry your bag. First of all, I never use one of those pristine, very clearly fully padded camera bags because then I feel like a target. I try to just stick a camera in a more normal looking bag. And the other thing is, if I'm in a crowded place, I wear my bag on the front of me so that someone can't just reach in the back. I know sometimes people cut cameras off of straps. So if I'm in a crowded place, I'll also put it over one shoulder and keep one hand on my camera at all times. And sometimes people will just like jump you and say, give me all your stuff. And you do, because your life is more important than your camera. So I don't know.
You know what I do? I just go around being a total badass and nobody messes with me.
Nobody?
It's true. Try that.
Are your hands
You're doing
weapons?
it all wrong, Chelsea.
Huh?
All wrong.
I've been
You're
doing
doing
this.
it all wrong.
I was doing this wrong.
Try being a total badass or
Right.
just getting some insurance. I don't have an explanation. It never occurred to me to slap something on that would track my gear.
Yeah.
I like that idea a lot. And I like cell phones now have great anti-theft protection
But then
and
what?
they could definitely build that stuff into cameras.
Yeah.
Well, you can remotely shut it down and then nobody can use it or sell it. And if all camera gear you could be shut down remotely, then people would stop stealing them. And that's kind of where things are going with cell phones. So that would be great, right? Just make it useless if they did steal it, and then
That is actually a really good idea.
yeah.
What
Oh,
else, Sam?
I think we skipped this picture.
Yeah, we
I
did
just
skip it.
a B&B picture, but I think it's awesome. I loved it. I think it's perfect for the website.
I
You clean up
love
the
that
background
avocado
here,
toast.
Like this is a distraction, but otherwise it's great.
I like it. Sam, do you have any other questions?
Let's see. Not really relevant, but do you care?
Sure.
Okay, so Samir says, I'm a detail freak, but I really want to get sharp pictures as a wildlife photographer. I want to get the 500 f4 too, but I need to save some time. Will it be worth it as an 18-year-old student?
Well, I think if you're really passionate about wildlife and you want the best shots, then it's good to have big ones like that. You should try renting it, maybe. I know they can still be expensive to rent. Maybe you can even go in on it with somebody else, but it might be worth trying it first to see if that's really what you want, because I don't think there's any shame in kind of growing into your gear as well. Maybe getting like a 400 prime or something like that, less expensive, and you can practice.
Yeah, and I'll add that we haven't published the video yet, but we did a side-by-side test of my old, like 10-year-old 500 millimeter f4 from Canon, the original one.
You're not going to give away the results before people see the video, are you? You were.
Okay, I'll make everybody wait a week. Sorry, I was going to tell you, but
Yeah,
Chelsea
but
over
I
here.
stopped it.
Okay, this is a beautiful guitar picture, but there are a couple of things that I wish were different. First, you have to iron backdrops. Portrait photography, whatever, You get all those wrinkles in there, and that's not pro.
Wrinkles aren't pro. You heard it here first.
This
Unless
hard
they're
light
face
here-
wrinkles.
This
Sorry.
shape of this white piece here is important, and it's being lost in this hard light. You can see it's just completely blown out. So think about that as you're kind of managing the light. You do want highlights across
Think
areas
about
like
it.
this to show the little bit of curve.
Think about it.
You control in product photography with reflective surfaces. You control the light very, very carefully. It's very hard.
We
Lots of
have
straight
a
reflections.
video on product photography in the Art and Science of Photography. And we show you how to take it. We show you how to set it up. We teach you about the lighting, and then we edit it with you. It's like we're teachers. All right, what else?
That's one of the things we cover.
Ooh, I like this one a lot because I get a feel for the watch. It's beautiful. It's handsome. It's classic. But then they put this fabric behind it in a neutral color, and I just feel like a gentleman wears this watch. I love the vibe.
Yeah, the fabric was great. There is one little thing missing. Well, first I raised the white point because I really wanted this to be a highlight. But there's a crystal on this watch, and you cannot see it at all. And you do want a little reflection from that crystal. And the way you'll do that is you'll get a big white card, and you will hold it in such a way, you'll have a helper hold it in such a way that it
Helper.
reflects into the camera, so that it's
Do you mean
kind of
the glass
crossing.
face? You want a reflective light on the glass face?
Yeah, let me just.
I've
throw this
seen it.
into-
I've seen it both ways, to be honest with you.
Don't you think you want some crystal in there though?
Not necessarily.
Well, like this one has, but you're right. I guess it's not
It's not
a
needed.
necessity. I don't know. To me, that was just standard, but I can see lots and lots of people aren't doing it. Like this one has a little bit of reflection, but you're right. Lots of these, that one has a reflection. You see
A
that?
little bit. That one's.
This one has the reflection in it, but that one doesn't. Okay, so maybe it's not.
I don't think it's a need to have, but it can be a nice to have.
Okay.
So, I'm always right.
I just try to provide some help feedback. I think it's a great shot. And you know what? You get a pick.
Yes. I forgot about
Only
those.
our second pick.
I forgot.
This shot's awesome too. You know what? Pick
Wow.
right away. I love the way the water is moving around.
Yes.
You added motion to it. It's perfect for this product.
I feel cleaner just looking at it.
Yeah.
Let me just
Great
pull down the
exposure.
exposure to cheat. Wow. You did you give it a pick right away? Yeah, you did.
I did.
Dang. Forgetful over here. You did a great job.
Great shot.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Ideal glow. Ah.
This is a little miniature Porsche?
Oh, good eye.
Thank you. I've been told it's really cute. I like this picture. I like that you used a really shallow depth of field, which actually makes it feel bigger. It's cool. You're cool. It's all good.
Yeah, actually, they're at f/16.
Wow.
This is a very interesting shot, but I don't think product photography when I look at it.
No, but I think it's interesting.
It's cool. I like that she's pointing with two fingers. That's me. I'm like 2 to 5 donuts. I'm gonna let you choose. Okay, I think this is more of like, it reminds me more of street photography or something than a product shot, because I think that the product would be the pastry.
Yeah. But it's a good shot of that moment.
This is the product the mug? Is the product the steam? I don't know these things, but I do like the picture a lot.
Yeah, I like the shot too. I wanted to brighten it up some, but very
Ooh,
nice.
see this.
Oh, you know what? You got an ooh out of Justin.
Oh,
So, a
Justin,
pick right away.
Oohed. Yeah, because this is what I'm talking about with the mood of the photo. We have the beautiful bottle of the product. We have a glass that, would you drink bourbon in that glass? Is that acceptable? Either way, it's pretty.
That seems like a tall glass of bourbon. Why not?
That's like, whew, that's when you've had a tough day. But then you see the beautiful cap, and it's in front of a fireplace, which I'm like, man, I just want to kick my feet up and live that life. Pick.
I can provide some suggestions though.
Sure.
I think it's a great shot. You got to pick right away.
Sure.
This little thing here is blocking the bottom of the glass. So I would rearrange things a little bit, maybe rotate the
It's
table. I
actually
wish
the
this
table,
were
yeah.
level.
Yeah, it's the legs, I think.
Yeah,
coming
I think,
through.
yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, what I'm saying is just rotate it a little so it's not breaking the line of the bottom of the glass here.
Cut it off.
I also wish see how this is, the shoulder of the bottle is kind of mirroring this. I just wish it was overlapping a little. Just little things.
Little things, but we love it. Jim Beam. Is this one of those chocolate candy things and then you put it into a shotgun and you call it a shot of Jim Beam? That's not a product photo at all, but this is really great.
I think it's super cool, and what an interesting concept.
Yeah.
Oh man, I want to give you a pick, except you're just totally off topic.
You're such a man. Like, your nails are crazy and you got guns and liquor candy. I want to give you a pick, but it's not on topic at all.
I hope I get some of those little chocolate whiskeys for Christmas.
Oh, I get you those.
I know.
All right. I guess I'll do that.
They're usually gone by December 27th, but I have a good time with
I
it.
get you like the 50 pack too. And then I go, like, you're eating them for breakfast. I'm like, did you just have that for whiskey candy for breakfast? These are, okay, so you're advertising the capsules. There's no brand. I like the picture. It feels very homey and warm and artsy. As a picture, I like it. As a product photo,
There's a lot of noise in the shot, and there's no reason with still life. You can stick it on a tripod and shoot at your base ISO.
it gives it this vintagey feel, which I like with the tablecloth.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's deliberate. Wow. This is
Ooh,
gorgeous.
cheese.
I
Look at
love the
those
little highlight back
grapes.
there behind the bottle. See the way the bottle wouldn't have had any contrast with the dark
Stand
background,
a
but they
light.
little splash of light, the beautiful light on the bottles there.
Cheese.
I do want to brighten it up just a little bit,
I want to eat all that cheese.
and I want to brush in just a little more. Whoa.
Wow. Someone's been hitting the beer a little too hard.
I just want to, well, I'm trying to illustrate it, but brighten up the glasses a little because they're dropping off just a little bit. There's a lot of dodging and burning in product photography.
There's a lot of dodging.
You know what? Rennie gets a pick.
You get a pick. You put thought into this. Jack K. This is a bearing.
I like this a lot. I wish I could see a little bit more of the room. I can see there's stuff going on back there, but I would like to see
Oh, I can tell this room is manly.
whatever the bearing is going into, whether,
I can tell this room
it's a
is
car or
manly.
brakes or whatever.
Let's give him a pick.
Yeah. Great shot, Jack.
These are baby booties. These are 100% baby booties. I like the arrangement. I like that they're very clearly the baby's booties. Maybe I'd take some out of the box and just show what this baby booty can do.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea. Show it actually on a foot.
What does a baby do in this booty? Like, you know those really intense sports photos where they're like about to like cross the finish line? I want to see a baby in these booties doing that.
Let's take a look at one more picture and then we'll look at a portfolio. Excite Body Wash.
I'm excited already and I can't handle it. Sam, do you have any more questions?
It's really hard.
I do.
If you have a dog or something, you're going to find all your dog's hairs. And I see some of that here and I see some signs of use. You always want,
Well, they took it from their house.
yeah, you want a brand new bottle and then you end up going into Photoshop and just kind of removing every flaw.
Here's
But
what I would
overall,
do.
I like the picture.
Oh, I've got criticism. I've got a whole heaping load of it.
Okay.
Spray this baby with some water.
There you
That's where you use it in the shower. Like, it gets reflective, it gets more interesting. And, you know, maybe like put some tile around it like it's in a bathroom. It looks manly, so a really nice manly environment would be good. What do you men's like? You like stainless steel, don't you?
Yeah, I would have it just right in the garage because that's where I
Wait, what? That's where you shower?
Yeah.
He showers in the garage like,
Yeah, I don't use body wash. I use
No.
WD-40.
yeah. He just greases all the dirt off of him.
Yeah.
And it's next to one of those calendars where it's like cars, but there's always a girl next to the car because it's like, I like two things. Now they're together.
Yeah. And I do use soap, but I load it into a shotgun.
And then you just shoot the germs off
Yeah.
because you're a man.
That's how we do.
Sam, I'm sorry to keep interrupting you. What's your comment?
Quite all right. Okay, this is quite funny. So Rob Tillett's Imagery paid $20 for me to say
Wow.
this. Welcome me. And then he said, I send pics to try to make smart comments. However, I am mainly a troll who likes to reward the Northrops for answering every question that I've ever had.
Oh my gosh, this is a generous troll. Who are you? And a nice troll, welcoming Sam like, welcome to my trolling, milady.
Well,
Very
thank
fancy.
you. You are the
Thank
nicest
you.
troll. We know a lot of them, and
Can we just jump? Can we jump to chit chat, or are we going to do the portfolio first?
we can go to chit chat. It was like nobody tells us what to do.
Nobody tells us what to do.
What is chit chat?
Sam, what is chit chat?
Chit Chat is the place where you read all the ridiculous comments from YouTube.
Yeah.
From all
Nailed
the
it.
trolls and some of the nice trolls.
Yeah, for contrast. Like, you can't have light without a dark to put it in, you know?
Yeah.
Chit chat. Uncle Ken, I actually had an Uncle Ken, pimpin' and a shillin'. Is it true that Tony's personality is sponsored by Haagen-Dazs? That's not how you spell that. I saw a video about it. I don't think you did. And then the complete opposite of Uncle Ken is Kimberly Norton, who said, I'm so proud of you two. Congratulations. This must have been when we announced our art and science of photography training series.
Yeah, and our new Lightroom book. Well, thank you, Kimberly.
Thank you, Kimberly.
That's the appropriate human response to somebody who has just published a book and published a new product. Like,
Yeah.
you say congratulations when somebody, like, a whole book is hard.
You worked really hard
Okay,
on
it's
that.
hard. It takes months and months, and we made two big things, and we have been killing ourselves, like all of us here.
I literally died. So thank you.
Seriously, we've
Kimberly.
been working hard for a long time.
Yeah.
It's a triumphant moment for us to actually be shipping this. We're celebrating.
Triumphant. You know, there's this whole attitude like YouTubers aren't supposed to make money. Like, you're a shill. What? You're a published author with now going on 38 books? Darn you. Psst. I'm not buying it.
Shell.
No shame in my game.
I don't understand. Is every author a shell?
Oh, yeah. As soon as you write a book, it's like, wait a minute. This guy's trying to make words for money.
Check that, Homer.
Rossi says, your Johnny Five impression is not that bad. I didn't look to see what he was talking about, but I'm assuming it's about me.
Okay, well, can we get your Johnny Five impression?
Johnny Five alive. Justin loved it.
Justin, you got to have a better Johnny Five than that.
He
right?
doesn't.
No, that was
Nobody
about
does.
as good as it gets.
I'm actually,
Neat information.
I loved it too.
Oh, can we hear your Johnny Five impression, Sam? Please,
No.
Sam.
No, because people don't realize I was the actual voice of Johnny Five. Stephanie.
Oh, there you go.
That actually was pretty good.
Just a little neat information from Sam.
That was pretty good.
Neat
That was
input.
pretty good. I
Neat
cannot top
input.
that. No one who could top that. Really.
No one. No one. Three-Toed Sloth says, I live in central Oklahoma. You know, the place Tony automatically thinks of when he needs an example of a particularly boring landscape. I mean, he's right, but still. Tony, I'm with this person. That was rude.
Okay, but do you know what keeps Texas from falling into the Gulf of Mexico?
I'm not going to say it because that's also rude.
Oklahoma sucks.
Oh, my gosh.
My point is that
You're a
I'm
rude
Texan,
person,
and
you have no feelings.
there's a long-standing rivalry between Texas and Oklahoma. And so that's why, I don't know, that's why it pops into my head, because people in Texas hate Oklahoma for no good reason. Like, none of us have been there. Nobody's been to Oklahoma. Either you're born there and you're trapped there, or you escape, but nobody goes there deliberately.
Oh my gosh. I am so sorry to everyone from Oklahoma. I will go there one day and I'll like it and I'll post a picture of it.
Okay, but have you been there?
No,
But you've traveled to like 35 countries. Why haven't you gone to Oklahoma yet?
I just haven't made it yet.
No, it just didn't make the top 200 places you would go in your life, I guess.
It's there. It's on the list.
Is it?
Glass Popper says, American bullshit. And I looked and I was like, what video? 7 mistakes photographers make? But then I was like, wait a minute. Spot color.
Oh, man.
How dare you?
I don't know where he's from, but your nationality bullshit.
Ryan Thomas says, I'm really glad Tony doesn't dress like this anymore. A little fun game for me, because then I got to click on the video and see what they're talking about. You went through a real blazer stage. We got out of it. We're on the other side of it. I also was a blazing girl for a while. But here we are.
Blazing.
Two fully foamed
Tell
adults.
us more about that phase.
We're not blazing with our blazers any longer.
We did that a video with the 70 to 200 where he wore that blazer with that same shirt.
Yeah, he loves that combo.
That sit down. Yeah.
He should bring it back.
I did wear it for a while. It was second only to that phase where I wore a vest on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah.
People loved my vest.
Your vest got some hate. You got the blazer, the vest. Like, what is next? Nobody knows.
Still definitely don't have the worst wardrobe on YouTube, right?
No. El Bation says, it must take a real loser to hate on Chelsea. I've never agreed with a comment more. Who'd do that? Loser. That's it.
That was chit chat.
And that's all she wrote.
Let's take a look at a portfolio. First up,
Welcome
I'm
to
not
Pele Photo Creations. It's like,
pop-ups,
don't make me click on stuff.
right? That's second only to like getting that thing that says, would you like to allow this website to send you notifications?
No. It's second to when you open a website and the music you don't like starts playing. It's like, don't push your music on me.
But dang, that picture's beautiful.
It's really beautiful.
Here's another option.
Okay, welcome to. All right.
Here's another one. Oh, well, he's really
Whoa.
cute, but he's a messy eater. Oh my God, he's cute though. Here's Will Marion photography.
Okay.
The Art of Illumination.
Oh, I like the name. I'm like, what is
Oh,
it mean?
that one didn't work. So which of these are you feeling drawn to?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Journey to Inspiration. Let's go there.
Okay.
I like the name. It's like, I'm going to take a journey and then be inspired. Like, that's exciting. This is a beautiful picture to start with. It's simple. It's full screen. Pulled me in. Red-crowned crane.
Okay. So they have multiple categories here, and we happen to be on bird.
That's a magical thing.
Yeah, that is beautiful.
A stellar sea seagull? Is that what that said? Oh, sea eagle. It's like, wow, that is
A little
stellar.
closer.
Wow. He's all beak.
Yeah, and what cool conditions they have there. It feels
Gorgeous
really cold, right?
photos. Yes. Ooh,
Oh, eagles are always fighting.
yeah.
Oh man, what's going on there?
They're the bird of America. Do you think
Not-
history would be different if Ben Frankie had gotten his way and our national bird was the turkey? A less aggressive bird?
Oh, maybe.
Like, we would have been like, should we go to war? And then someone would be like, our bird is the turkey.
Yeah, I don't
Let's
think we can
chill.
take them on.
Yeah. Just saying. Look at those little guys. This is a great portfolio. I love these pictures. You know, they're all really good, but I'd still pare down the duplicates. Like, this one is an action series. It's a really good action series, though. The
Yeah.
tufted puffin seems like a new species, but it wasn't one of your strongest photos. So you've got a lot. You've got a lot of great photos, but just like, it's a lot to go through still.
Beautiful
That's
shot.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
We should hang out. Let's go to some other part of the portfolio. A long-tailed duck. I did not even know that was a thing. Whoa. You do this too? You are blowing me away.
Yeah, these are really, wow, look at this shot. Just gorgeous.
Oh,
Is it me, or
what?
do all of Colette's shots need like just a little more contrast, like to lower the black point a little bit?
I don't know. I haven't, maybe.
Yeah, check your histogram. I don't know. I've just, some of them, maybe it's just the weather conditions wherever they happen to be.
You think that where Colette lives, there's no black point?
Yeah. Just meant maybe it's like permanently hazy.
Let's learn
Let's
more.
find out about Colette English.
Colette.
Oh, California. I don't know why. I felt like, oh, she lives in Japan. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Well, great portfolio, Colette. I think we gave you some useful feedback. Oh,
I wish I could give your whole portfolio a pick. I really like it a lot.
Look at that picture. This is gorgeous.
This is really gorgeous.
Wow. I would definitely give this a pick.
She's got
Beautiful
such a
shots.
natural eye for color and composition.
Wow. Yeah, using these roads as leading lines is fantastic. I almost want to, it takes some digging to get through and find your best photos. I almost want to have like one category with just your best work. Or do you agree that it should be divided into different categories like that?
You know, so many of our photos are great. I love seeing them all, but maybe it'd be cool to see a landing page where you just have your best of, your greatest hits.
Yeah.
And then you can dig into all the categories.
Well, here's what Colette has to say about Squarespace. Squarespace is great. After about only 5 minutes of confusion, it was easy sailing. Squarespace makes it easy for users of all abilities to use their products, and I would recommend it to my friends.
I recommend it to my friends too.
Yeah, genuinely. Sam, you have a Squarespace portfolio, right?
I love my Squarespace portfolio. I was a little hesitant to switch. I was on was with somebody else. But when I did switch, I kind of kicked myself that I waited so long to do it.
Yeah.
It's so easy, right?
It's so easy, and it looks so much more professional than my first website.
Yeah, they do look completely pro, and it seems like everybody uses it, even people that we don't know. We meet a new photographer or model, and we go to their website, and sure enough, it's hosted by Squarespace. It's almost ubiquitous now because they're awesome. If you want your own Squarespace portfolio, head to squarespace.com/Tony. Get a 14-day free trial if you love it. Use the coupon code PORTFOLIO to sign up. No credit card required, so you can just try it out for free. Thank you, Squarespace, for sponsoring us. You want to take a look at some more pictures or?
Well, I'd like to hear another question or comment from Sam first, and then we can look at more photos.
There's some funny things coming through here today.
Oh, good.
What are they saying? They're wild.
Let's see. Let's start up at the top here. Well, there's some questions too.
Okay.
Marcin wanted to know if you were to choose only one kind of sensor for product photography, would you prefer it to be a full frame, micro four thirds? What would your preference be?
Well, I guess I would often want a shallow depth of field, so I would go with full frame. What would you do?
I would pick something with sensor shift. I wouldn't care so much about the size, but the difference in product photography with sensor shift is dramatic.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, well, like our little EM5 Mark II, little tiny micro four thirds camera with an inexpensive lens on it, pulled out so much more detail than our big old full frame D810 could, because it had that sensor shift. And it means that every pixel has the entire spectrum in it.
Yeah.
And it means absolutely no noise, even with a small sensor. So that's what I would do. I'd pick up the cheapest would be a used EM5 Mark II and then a couple of good lenses, and you'll be all set.
You thought of something I didn't. You changed the game with that one, Tony. What else, Samantha?
We have another paid comment here from 123 Miseria.
I like those money comments.
Yeah, so this was a 200 Swedish kronas, so about $25.
Oh, thank you.
Supporting my new favorite YouTubers. And what are those screens you have in front of you? Are they regular screens or the different foot, or how do you get them at that angle?
Oh, they're just on a little, you can change the angle that they're at. It's a Dell.
But it's not, I had to attach those myself. They're like VESA, VESA is the standard monitor attachment. And I couldn't find anything that tilted like this. So I had to get separate little
Oh my
mounts.
gosh, I've taken you for granted.
No, the person is correct that you can't just buy it like this. I wanted something that would lay flat, and I had to attach it.
You impress me every day.
Yeah, if you email me and ask Justin, maybe he can find the actual links to the foot monitor.
It's your job now, Justin.
If you search that on Amazon, I bet you'll find it.
Falls on you, Justin.
Justin's the responsible one. He's the only one who would.
Let's go through. Let's see how much time we have, because our clock is broken. We have 10 more minutes. Let's try to get through a bunch of pictures. What is that in the foreground?
There's a problem here. They blew out their highlights and then they tried to recover it. So you can see how this is flat. Yeah. But it's also not white. Yeah. So, I mean, it would be better, shoot raw and be able to recover a little bit, but you definitely want that to at least be white. Okay. Ooh, another little mini. That's cool. Oh, I thought it was spot color at first, but I think those are just the natural colors. I would lower the shadows even more.
Yeah, you get the little yellow light.
That's a great shot for such a close-up.
Yeah, that's cool.
I would like to see more cars in.
Ooh, you got the mood. Oh, look at that.
Okay,
the condensation on the glass. Pick it.
gorgeous.
It's Gary Ritchie. He did it.
Crown Royal vanilla.
Ooh,
Oh
the
man.
smoke, the wood, the glass. Some people are getting it. I want basil and tomato now. That's nice. So this is a car shot. You know, this is a really nice picture, but the car is kind of blocked a little bit. That's something.
Yeah, and I want to at least breaking the horizon, but also you have
Add a
the
little
color
depth.
of the background here is almost the same color as the car, so you want some contrast, like blue
Yeah.
against blue sky or green grass or something.
Use some color theory. So the grass is yellow, so maybe like blue or red.
But the car looks great. The
You
light
could-
on the car looks
You
great.
could easily change the color of the car too. Oh, sorry, I'm going really quickly. It doesn't look like this front bead is in focus, but I like the red with the kind of blue background. I like the reflections. I don't know about these words here, but
Yeah, more depth of field too. Higher f-stop number.
this is for fly fishing. It's beautiful.
Oh, this reminds me we need to record something for Chris and Jordan
Right after this.
because Chris loves fly fishing. That's fun.
Yeah.
Beautiful fly.
Really beautiful. Reminds me of Christmas. A Crocs shot. Again, I'd like to see more contrast. You know, you've got all of this brown, reddish rock, and then the Crocs are also brown. It'd be nice if they were a contrasting color. Blue.
You know, I'm giving it a pick. I think it's a great shot.
And the socks also, I'm not really sure. I'm just like, as a fashion statement, maybe the socks should be different. They have like a, you know, they're like the generic white sock with the gray heel, which is fine, but I don't know. Do something a little different there. This is beautiful. You have the lemons. It's like a still life. I really want to drink that drink. It's pretty. I'm going to give it a
Yeah, I
pick.
feel like I want to be closer to it though.
I want to
Maybe
be
some
really
lemons in
close
the
to it.
drink.
This is maybe you're going for like a skateboard ad, which is like, I think the skateboard is about the person, you know? I want to see a guy on this doing
Yeah.
all sorts of cool.
There's so much potential
tricks.
to, have a skateboard in motion or flipping or something.
Is
We have
this
the, like,
near
houses up in
us?
the, right?
Doesn't this look like Old Saybrook?
It sure does, yeah.
Are you near me? Oh yeah, it is. Didn't we meet him?
Oh, is that that's our Frank.
That's
Now
that's
we've
my
taken
friend.
ownership of Frank. Oh, my home cider. Oh man, that sounds fantastic. This is a great shot too. Just the right amount of reflections on the lid of the glass.
Nice.
In fact, I
Some
wonder if
action.
I just wanted to zoom in here and see if we could.
There's that spill. Oh, we can see. You need to hold up a white card. If the reflections are showing you or your camera gear, then you just hold up something white. You could even cut a hole in it and shoot through it and then cover it up in post.
Okay, I was hoping to see something embarrassing.
Wow, you're a mean-spirited person, don't you know? Wow, Justin Knives, you love stabbing.
Okay, you get a pick just for showing it in this context and the background that you did.
Really good idea.
Awesome, but the texture on the knife is stellar,
Beautiful.
and what a
bunkers.
cool knife.
This vase, I need a vase like that.
But- okay.
Nice and clean. You got a little bit of soft shadow, so it's not floating, but it's not distracting.
And you're kind of in an awkward state of almost being centered, and I don't you want the white to be a little more whitey? Okay, there we go. Just up the white.
I like it. Let's give it a pick.
You're right. That deserves a pick.
Pick. Ooh, the lighting is like I'm in a club, and I'm having a good time there. And it's a Moscow Mule in a
I
can.
was just gonna say, can I just interrupt and say, holy cow, they make Moscow Mule in a
I
can?
know. I had no idea, Sam. But now we know, and they make it look pretty appealing too. I might put the condensation on this too, don't you think, Sam?
Definitely.
Like
Some
a nice
ice, too.
cold Moscow Mule. I'm
Yes.
still going to give it a pick. I like the lighting tells the story. Like you party at night with this drink. Now, this is supposed to be product photography, but here you have a very adorable boy enjoying cookies in a way that I really respect.
My first thought was, what is the significance of 7 of spades?
Yeah, I think this is like you went to lunch and you got your drink on, but I don't know the product because it's this
I bet you it's like a 7 and 7, like a 7,
7 or whatever.
like a, what is it? What's that drink called?
The
7 Up and Club, 7 and Club.
Yeah,
Or Club and 7.
but it's in a like a beer cup, but there's no beer in the cup.
Yeah. And the background.
Are
Whoa.
you? I don't think this is a product. I don't know. It's a really nice picture, but I feel weird about it. Okay, yeah.
Great amount of reflection on there.
Yeah, really
Good light on it. I think I want just a little bit brighter.
Too much. Ah,
And maybe a little separation from the background because it's such a dark camera. Maybe just hit the background with a little bit of light.
I think I'd put a pancake lens on it so it was short and not distracting from the body, but you're getting like the nice shine of the glass and stuff.
Yeah. But if I think it might be for an eBay listing or something.
Okay.
A white background might be good.
I would still do that and I'd say lens not included. Ooh, gum.
Okay.
It's a little out of focus,
like
the sugar-free.
Oh, yeah. For something like this, you want to just use a really high
It
f-stop.
can all be in the focal plane. Ooh, candy. Okay, so it's a little flat, like candy. I want it to be very vivid and bright. But you did it. I love
think
rainbow candy too.
multiple points of light here could be really cool. Almost like if you go into a jeweler, they'll have like 1,000 little lights pointing at the jewelry to make it really gleam.
Yeah.
And I think that might make the lights look cool. You could even do it with a long exposure and some like light painting, like put your camera on a 10-second exposure and like flash the flashlight here and then move the flashlight and flash it here.
Make this candy
So you don't need like
amazing.
fancy gear if you use light painting techniques. Chapter 10 of Stunning Digital
Ooh,
Photography.
look at all these bubbles. Okay.
That is super cool.
That
I'm
is very
giving this a
cool.
pick. It's
Yeah.
just a cool picture.
It's cool. Candy cane, take me to the candy shop. Oh. Oh, you've got the Christmas themed background.
But it's not candy. It's makeup, right?
Nobody knows.
Don't eat it, Chelsea.
White glue. I love the background. I love the contrast of colors. You did it, Chester. I'm giving you a pick. Don't touch it, Tony.
Nobody's going to be super upset about it being slightly off square.
I can't even see because my screen is at an angle.
Well, you can move your screen. That's something that's in your control.
I can't. I recognize this model from our SDP group, our readers group. They put up a picture of him with these wings with fire in the background. I think it's the same photographer.
I think the shot's fantastic. The lighting here is stellar. I mean,
So,
he's definitely the focal point.
would the ad be the hat or the guitar? Like, if it were, I think it would be the guitar, and then I'd show more of the guitar, you know? And if it were the hat, I'd draw attention to the hat by having him like touch it or something, so his arm becomes a leading line. But it's a beautiful picture with beautiful lighting.
Yeah, I did just a few quick things. I don't know. It's a matter of style. It's not necessarily better that way.
Henry's hard soda. The cherries
this
in
is
the
a little
foreground. The stems are framing the product. I love that. What'd you just do, Tony?
No, I mean, it doesn't
ruined
work because I'm going to lose the whites, but
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a little bit blown out. Yeah, I'm going to lose it.
I love it. I'm going to give you a pick.
Okay, I'll go back. There you go.
Let's see that.
Wait.
We're fighting.
Okay.
Jewelry, the hand.
I so want to see the fingers of the hand, right? Isn't it just cut off in an awkward way?
I don't know what kind of jewelry that is. Is it a bracelet? Is it a choker?
It's a bracelet.
But it's nice.
That's what Tyler says.
Okay. Cool picture.
Yeah, great background. I love the bouquet in there. What suggestions can we give? Maybe clean up the surface a little bit. I see like stray fibers and stuff. But great shot, Peter.
It's 6 o'clock. Sam, do you have any more questions or comments?
I do.
Cool.
There's a couple of good ones here. Giselle Dupree just wanted to let you know, Tony, that the Oklahoma Tourist Board just rescinded their offer of employment to Tony.
Oh,
I
man.
thought they might, and Tony always does this to me. He's always burning bridges for me, okay?
It's okay. They don't have money in Oklahoma.
Tony, stop it. You're
They
being
still
really
use
rude.
like small round stones.
Oh my gosh, he's so rude.
Our friendly troll, Rob Tillets, gave another $20 and said, sleepily selected, quote, convert to DNG when the rest of my Lightroom catalog is all raw. Is that going to bump my planet out of orbit?
No, you're fine. I would convert everything to DNG. It's faster. It can save you a little space depending on what your original file is. He's the worst troll. Like, he just keeps giving us money.
I don't think you know what trolling is. Like, you keep being nice and then giving us money. I mean, I'm fine with it, but okay.
Ed Corona is a first-time watcher, and he said, "Oh my God, is this real life?" And then later he said, "If Tony was a bird, you'd be his favorite bird."
Thank you. Nobody's ever told me that before.
You would make
Kyle Wolf. Oh, sorry.
He'd make a beautiful bird. Oh, what would Kyle Wolf say?
He said, "Please don't bring back the Caesar Milan evil twin goatee."
I didn't know you were debating this, but
we did.
What did you say you wanted a goatee? Because for you, I'll grow a goatee.
No, I never said that. I think
this is when we were talking about your vests and your jackets.
Oh, yeah, all of his style choices.
Yeah, I had to give this guy a pick because this shot's awesome, right? The way the fire doesn't even overlap the bottle, and you have this like heat radiating, and the product is actually about fire.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna pick it too.
That's a great shot. What
else, Sam? I'm gonna go through real quick.
This is a good one too. We've got two left, and I'll save the best for last. So Kyle had one more question. He wants to know, how do you go about contacting companies to try to establish a working relationship on social media? And I think as far as like the product photography stuff.
Well, you tried to do this recently, right, Joss?
About that?
Yeah, didn't go well.
Oh, really?
So don't do what Chelsea did.
I tried to contact a company that I just like, and I thought that their product photos were lacking because they were awful. They were so awful. Just for a photographer to see a product that you love and see that their photos are awful, you're like, I will do it for so little money if you just let me take control. And I never heard back from them. So I didn't say that. I wasn't insulting. I was just like, I like you. Do you want pictures? But I think it's fine to just reach out and ask too and say, hey, take a look at my portfolio. You're not going to get 100% return on your questions, but it doesn't hurt to ask, certainly. Go for it.
I have one more. And this is a good one for the last question. Jeremiah Watson would like you to know that what is that?
Sorry, we totally derailed Sam.
This is some kind of like
imagine.
Awful mummy rat head with diamonds, and it says diamonds are forever. Terrifying. Wow. I'm going to give it a pick just so people have to vote on that. Truly
Thanks,
terrifying.
Brent.
Wow. What else, Sam?
Whew. All right, so sorry, we start over. Mm-hmm. Okay. Jeremiah Watson would like you to know he got one of the Black Friday deals on the books, and he said he's read it twice and that people need to get this book, and there's added tips not said on the channel, and you should go buy the book.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
So nice.
Stunning digital photography.
We are a publishing company, Mason Press Publishing. Tony has written over 35 books with other publishers, and we give the stuff away. Sometimes we sell things. We're fine with it.
Look it up on Amazon. It's got good reviews.
Look it up.
It's worth it. But you can buy it from our store, too. I guess we should check out, right? I keep wanting to look at pictures.
I know.
These pictures are so good.
They did a really good job. Well, let's do the thing where we go to the library.
Oh, okay. You want to look at the thumbnails and see what catches your eye?
Oh, this one did.
Dang.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
What?
Heck,
Cool.
how did we almost...
And look, they have like leaves in the water.
Wow.
Okay.
Of course you get a pick.
Any guess how they would do that?
I think that they...
Wizardry?
That rim lighting is pretty amazing.
Well, I think I'm seeing repeated patterns within the water. Like if you see this, the way this bulges and the way this bulges,
yeah.
It's like the same. So I think they may have actually... I wonder if they actually splashed water and then manipulated it in Photoshop.
These are the same.
Because it's all the same splashes.
We started out loving your picture, and now we're just nitpicking it.
No, I'm not nitpicking
it.
No one else would notice unless they knew how to use Photoshop. It's awesome.
Yeah, it is a great shot. I love the rim lighting on it.
We were almost done.
Yeah.
With the first import. Okay, you guys nailed it. Wow. This is
That's all
awesome.
of them. There aren't even any more. You got through them all today.
We got through them
okay.
all? Oh, great.
We did it.
Yeah.
This is really great. If I were a kid, I would want all of these toys. I would be like, whoa, this is very cool.
Yeah, this is actually really cool, Sean.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Squarespace, for making this show possible. If you would like to try Squarespace, you can get your free trial. No credit card needed. Go to squarespace.com/Tony. And if you want to buy it, use the coupon code portfolio to get 10% off. Whether you buy it or you have your free trial, you can submit your portfolio to sdp.io/link and we'll review it here, give you some feedback, help you out. It's cool. Thank you, Squarespace. Thank you, Sam, for helping us on the show today. And thank you, Justin, for always helping us. Bye, guys. See you
Thanks, guys.
next week. And
What's the theme again?
weather will be our theme.
Weather. Cool. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye. That is all.
That is all.
Thanks, Sam. How'd things go?